wonderful Aquarius. My name is Tiana and welcome to my channel Inspired by Ease. You have a very interesting, amazing healing reading this week, Aqua, and I'm so excited to get into this. Before I do, just really quick, this is general. You can swap around the characters. I might be talking about you or someone else. My readings aren't date specific, even though I have the month and the year in the title. It's just to help my little channel be found by people like you. So if this message does resonate with you, click that like button. And I work with 2 oracle decks and not so much the tarot. And feel free to also watch your moon and rising sign or whatever messages that I've done in the past that call out to you. If this week's message does not resonate with you, feel free to look back at the recent readings that I've done for Aqua or your moon and rising sign. I'm also opening my doors to do personal readings. If you are interested, please send me a link down below. Don't hesitate, and I will respond back in 24 hours or less. So Aqua, let's get started. You have integration. This is very beautiful. We also have the 30 up at the top. 3, to me, definitely symbolizes integration and rebirth and resurrection and, combining 2 things to make a brand new thing. And I really get home, a feeling of home, integration, home, familiarity, comfort, nurturing, union between divine masculine and divine feminine, unity between physical and non-physical, unity with God, Christ consciousness, all of that good stuff. So, and deep, profound wisdom and power and creativity, because we have the solar plexus and the sacral chakra here with the colors. And you might, you are, because with the fairies, you do have Epona's wild daughter. So there is some kind of a fear or worries or doubts or insecurities or burdens or just some kind of energy that you are in the middle of transmuting. So there is some darkness that might be around you right now that you are transmuting. But look at that. You are the star, Aquarius. So you are going to transmute this energy, whatever it is. And this is also, again, transmuting, allowing what we perceive as positive and what we perceive as negative to harmonize in a balanced symphony of life. And there's some kind of truth that you are coming into. So it's all very, very gorgeous. Even though it might seem dark and heavy at times or uncomfortable, it's really incredible, gorgeous energy that you have around you or that you're coming into, because, like I said, you are coming more and more into your power and creativity and home. And so now we're jumping into the fairies. Here we have the fairies of the future, and like I said before, Epona's wild daughter. So I'm feeling that you are obviously focused on the future, but there is some lingering energy that you need to cleanse and release, because this is the energy that you don't want to bring into your future. So I'm feeling that you are kind of in this kind of limbo state, perhaps, because you are dreaming and visualizing and focusing on the future and where you want to go. But it's like when you try to step forward and step towards that beautiful dream or desire or relationship or opportunity, this is coming to the forefront of your mind and is, I want to say, like the last or one of the last major blocks or obstacles for you. And yeah, and like I was saying with the integration card, you're coming into more wisdom. And Epona's wild daughter, Dorcha, is the gatekeeper of despair. So you can see that she's here comforting this girl who is going through the dark night of the soul. And you might be experiencing that on some level. this darkness that just feels just like just surrounding you and kind of closing in on you. And but you have angels and guides that are around you that are leading you out of this. And not only leading you out, but also at the same time transforming the darkness into light by you fully embracing and embodying the light, if that makes sense, Aqua. So there are certain things there are all of these things that are happening all at the same time. And the more that you're moving through it and transcending it and just redesigning it, the more wisdom and truth you are coming into. And all this time you are surrounded by love, and you are surrounded by grace and peace and your angels and all of that. And you do have comfort. And so, yeah, you are coming into more love, harmony, and appreciation. And there are big endings and beginnings that are occurring here. Next up, we have the honesty card. So yeah, there's definitely more truth that you are coming into, things that you are realizing about yourself, about your life, about your purpose. There are just things that you're realizing either about yourself or, I mean, this feels mostly about yourself, but it could also relate to other people or opportunities or things like that. And honesty often reminds me of a chrysalis or a butterfly cocoon. And so I feel like you are still cocooned in some way. You aren't fully out yet, meaning that you aren't you aren't a fully formed butterfly yet, maybe. Or you are a butterfly, but just quite, the world isn't quite ready, or you aren't quite ready to display your beautiful wings, so to say. And the last thing that needs to happen is for you to realize whatever information or wisdom or truth that you are coming into, and it's in the heart, and it's it might be very moving, it might be very emotional, like a quivering lip, fast beating heartbeat. And I'm also getting drawn towards his ears. His ears are out like that, so I'm getting a sense that you're really listening, like you're really aware. You might have for a really long time wanted to shut this out, didn't want to pay attention to it, didn't want to go there. Maybe you thought that you could just sweep it under the rug, but now it's like there's nothing left really but for you to deal with this, because it's so in your face. I'm trying to give an analogy, but it's basically just being on route to wherever it is that you want to go, and this route only has one route, and you know that you can't go back. Like, you are going to this place, and there's no other route that you can take to get to this place, and an obstacle shows up, and you're just being forced to deal with it. And you're ready to deal with it. You want to deal with it. But it is a pretty intense energy that maybe has been suppressed for a really long time. And so I'm feeling you totally alert now and trying to extend your senses outward. You're extending your intuition, your feeling, your emotional, energetic body and senses out to try to gather as much insight and wisdom and tools and resources and answers as possible. Or you're just really listening to your guides and angels now. You're just really listening to God, and you have your ear up against the door or the wall or whatever, and you're just really listening, and you're really becoming still. And if you're not, then that is what Spirit is asking you to do, to turn off all the other things. Get off of social media, turn off the TV, Just turn off all electronics and just be still, and just come to this peace inside of yourself. And I think that what you come to realize is going to really touch you. And it's like realizing a dream that maybe you had let go of. And it's just kind of like, oh my God, I am this. I am worthy. I am whatever it is, whatever your dream is, you are realizing that you can have it, or you are it, or you're just being released of something for so long, or you're realizing, oh my God, that wasn't me. Like that energy that I felt like had its claws dug into me, that wasn't me. That was someone else, and I am this. It's a very deep, profound realization that you are having, and I just feel you. It's this paradox of going within, but also being aware of everything that is around you, and kind of being allowing yourself to be sensitive, to let your guard down, and be aware of all the nuances of everything, of I'm trying to think of an example, because this is a very like specific feeling. And if you could just imagine that you had these very fine fiber optic kind of cables of energy coming off of your body, and being able to feel all the nuances of joy, of love, of peace. Not just peace, but feeling all of the different nuances. It's like, aha, here we go. We have Mikkel and Muckle here. And so you are, I was mentioning rebirth. So you are becoming like a newborn baby, where, for babies, it's all very new. Everything is new. Smells, you're smelling things for the first time. You're tasting things for the first time. You're seeing things for the first time. And so, there is a huge heart opening here, and you are beginning to feel things in a way. It's like you aren't just holding a pencil, but it's like, oh, it has these beautiful butterflies on it, and it feels so smooth, and it feels this way in my hand. And I hope that makes sense, Aqua. But basically, essentially, you are being reborn, and basically all of the, perhaps, it's basically like the difference between just gulping something down because you're so rushed, or just like eating popcorn or something, and instead, or versus going to a 5-star restaurant where you get to sit down for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and or going wine tasting or something. But basically just eating food in a really slow, thoughtful way, and being able to taste all of the different spices and textures and ingredients and everything. And that's how you're beginning to live life. And it's almost like in a blind way, but like in a good blind way, because you're more aware. Like all your senses are on hyperdrive. All of your senses are just intensified, and it's all because of becoming more childlike. And we have more green here, so there's a huge heart opening here. and there is a new hope for a brand new beautiful future. And I want to say that you are creating the future. You are using your imagination to create and redesign the life that you want. And first, this is an internal thing. So because you are being reborn, and so like I was saying, how you feel, your unique energy signature, is all of the things that got on you and soiled you and maybe jaded you and tarnished you, is just falling away to just reveal just your clean, pure, pristine self. And so your inner world is being changed. And you also have this opportunity to have your inner world be whatever you want it to be. And it's like designing a house. And so, and then this is just going to reflect in the outside world, Aqua. So this is just all really beautiful. And she's holding this kind of wand with the Taurus symbol. So you are coming into your power. Like I said, you are coming into your power, and you are deliberately designing and creating what it is that you want, and designing and creating every single nuance. Tauruses are very into touch and feel. They like having things a certain way, and they like certain smells. They're just very tactile. So they'll want their blanket to feel really soft. They'll want their couch to feel this way. Very into the aesthetics of everything. And so I see you kind of redesigning, reimagining, re-engineering all of the details of everything in a very sensual sense, in a very emotional feeling sense, because you're so in your body, because you almost maybe even feel like you're in a brand new body. And so I'm also getting the analogy of, I don't know if you've ever had a facial, but you have this whole new layer of skin that is a lot more sensitive to all the different nuances, and a breeze might go past your face, where before it was like, yeah, okay, there's a breeze going, but now you really feel it, and it's so revitalizing and rejuvenating and all of this. So this is just very, very beautiful. Big changes are happening for the Aqua. If you would like to follow me into the extended, I have some more cards here on the table. It's just $5, but if I won't see you on the other side, I completely understand, Aqua. In summary, you are finding more integration, more wholeness, more power and creativity. You are definitely transcending whatever this last obstacle or struggle is, because it's a whole new world for the Aqua. Yes. There's definitely something about you, not physically, this is an energetic, emotional thing of you expanding your energy outward and really feeling with your emotions. And you're not so much up in your head, at least at this moment in time. Head isn't even the right word, because Aquariuses are they're almost beyond the intellectual. They're just more in the spiritual, higher dimensions. I want to say, because they're the innovators, they're the visionaries, but this week, and I want to say going forward, you will still be up here in this spiritual realm, but you will also be rooted and grounded really in your body, and feel in your body, and allow yourself to be sensitive and be like, oh, when I when I do that, it makes my neck feel sore. And so I'm going to, like, it's a lot more, you're a lot more softer and sensual about things, and a lot more deliberate and careful and nurturing about things. And it's like, how can you make a good feeling feel even better? It's like turning a nice cozy home into a luxurious home. It's that, it has that luxury feeling. You're not just gonna go out and buy any car. You are going to buy, whatever you feel is like the most luxurious car ever. Rolls Royce, baby. Rolls Royce. That's how you are going to start approaching life. And how can I make this a Rolls Royce? How can I make this a Rolls Royce? Awesome energy. Again, for those of you who are going to join me in the extended, so excited. And again, if you want a private session with me, all you have to do is email me. My email is in the description box down below. And you are never ever alone, Aquarius. You are so loved, and always be kind to yourself and be kind to others. I am sending you so much love, and I wish you as many blessings as possible. Bye.